All right, good afternoon, craps fans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. I like the Baccarat don't pass, don't come. I just think maybe $500 was too much of a win goal for 1500. So even though I played it out 3 times on win craps and got it, I did not play well yesterday. All right, so I'm going to try it again, 250 level, which is still a respectable and satisfying win goal for me. So let's try it again. 25, 100, 200, 300, 400, 475. All right, so there's 500. And we'll do another 500, and we'll just get change, I guess. Yeah, all right, I'll pull out another 500 in green. Okie dokie. Another 500 in green. So I think 1500 might be a little excessive. 1000's probably okay. So there's 1000 and 4 and 1 is 5. All right, so there's our 1500. And that's basically it. So we're going to do our counting here. Get my little handy dandy digital counter so I know what level I'm on, in case I get scatterbrain and lose track. Normally the peeps are pretty good at keeping me honest, but just in case. All right, so this one's going to be, we'll start with the don't pass, 25 bucks. We're looking for 250 bucks or 10 units. Anybody can get 10 units, right? Here we go. Coming out. 6. Point is 6. All right, so we're at level 1 on the don't pass. Point is 6, looking for a 7. And we got a 7. Otherwise known as a PSO on the 6. Hope everybody's having a good Thursday. All right, so that's going to pay us a quarter. Put that over here. Stay on the don't pass because we're following the winner. So whatever's winning, that's where we're going to stay. And then we will ladder as we lose. All right, boxcars. Don't have to worry about boxcars with this strategy. 415, fever. Point is 5. 10, pair of 5s. 628. And what's going on with my tablet here? Hopefully it's just my tablet, not my internet. Make sure I'm on my home internet here. Yep, I'm on home, so it should be on the internet. 38,000, 3,800. It should be plenty fast enough. 30 frames per second. All right, probably going to blame it on my tablet. BAM, good afternoon. How are you, sir? The dark side is definitely where I feel safe. Yes, it's like a warm blanket that just wraps around me on the dark side. So with this one, again, 1.36 house edge on the don't pass, 1.36 house edge on the don't come, 1.41% house edge on the pass line. So all we're doing is going back and forth on the 2 lowest house edge bets and using the don't come to hedge some of those 7-7-7-7s types of things. So 6-5, yo. I just got to get the right win goal for the right bankroll, I believe. I mean, again, I rolled it out on win craps again, and it's solid. 10. And we got a 4. Looking for a 7. 6, 4, 10. And then next I want to roll out the play all day with a ladder, though. Because I did try to play all day when somebody mentioned it before. I went out and watched Crappy the Crapsman. But when I played it, I was losing my ass. So I'm like, yeah, that's not one for me. but IPTV saying playing it with a ladder is a pretty solid way to play it. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I don't even remember the rules for the play all day, so we'll see. All right, that's another winner. So we're up 50 bucks. Here we go, coming out. Yo 11. All right, so that's going to be a loser on the don't. So we're going to go up to 2 units on the don't come. All right, here we go. Looking for a point. Another 11. Would have socked us if we went right back out on the don't pass. Would have won if we would have gone to the pass line. 4. Point is 4. All right, so we're on the 4. Now we're going to go 2 units, level 2, on the don't come. Here we go. And we got a 4. So good number for us. Knock the point off. Same shooter coming out. And we got a 6. Point is now 6. All right, here we go. And we got a 7. There we go. So PSO on the 6, that's going to pay us. Our DC is going to come down and get paid. 2 units and back in our rack. There we go. All right, so now we're going to go back to level 1, but we're going to stay on the DC. 10, hard 10. DC's winning, so that's what we'll stay as long as it's winning. All right, so now we're going to go 1 unit on the don't come. And we got a 9, neater. So DC is going to move behind the 9. And we got a 7 out. There we go. Just don't want that PSO. All right, so we're off the 10. And our DC is going to come down and get paid 1 to 1. So we're up 100 bucks already. Easy peasy. The only, BAM says, the only success I've had over multiple sessions was by playing both. By playing both what? The don't and the pass line? That kind of Baccarat? When you say don't, or both, what's both? I've tried only pass line without odds and don't pass without odds, and results were the same. Hey IPTV, good afternoon. Yes, yeah, playing the pass and don't pass. Yeah, the Baccarat, that's a good strategy. I like the pass, don't pass Baccarat. And we did good with it. I mean, that to me is definitely one of the unicorns of crap strategies. It's a very good one. All right, so we're still at 1 unit on the don't come. Sorry, 1 unit on the don't come, so I got to wait for a point. Here we go. 8. Point is 8. All right, so now we're going to do the DC for 1 unit. And we got a yo 11. That's going to be a loser on the DC. All right, so now we're going to go 2 units on the don't pass once we clear this hand. And we got a 7 out, so we're off the 8. All right, so now we're going to do 2 units on the don't pass coming out. And we got a 6, 5, 1, 6. Point is 6. All right, here we go. And we got a 4. Looking for at 7. Boxcars, midnight, double on the bubble. Oh, shit. Are you kidding me? Went right down my Baccarat set up. That's hilarious. Right down the center. Ugh. All right. Oops. Pull that up. There we go. All right, so that was a no roll. And we got a 7. So that's going to be a loser for 2 units on the don't pass. No, that's a winner. I'm on the don't pass. And we hit a point. Duh. All right, so that's a winner. So we're off the 6 and we get paid 2 units. All right, so now we're going to ladder back down to 1 unit on the don't pass. Sorry, my tablet's resetting here and it threw me off. 415. All right, so we're still at level 1 on the don't pass. 5 is the point. And 426. And 617. So it's going to be a winner on the don't pass. I don't update my tablet, so once I turn it on, it goes, oh good, I can update, I can update. All right, so I'm off the 5. That's going to pay us 25 on the don't pass. And now we're up to 150 bucks. Still at level 1 on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got to come out 7. So it's going to be a loser on the don't pass. We're going to go up to level 2 on the don't come. Here we go. And we got a 628. Point is 8. All right, so now we're going to go to level 2 on the don't come. Here we go. 639. All right, so our don't come is going to move behind the 9. Here we go. Looking for that 7. There it is, 61. Perfect timing. All right, let me get my... All right, so we're off the 8. DC is going to come down and get paid. And we're off of that. And where are we at? We got 175 bucks. So now we're going back to level 1 on the don't come. Here we go. Boxcars, midnight, double on the bubble. 426. Point is 6. All right, going out on the DC for 1 unit. Here we go. Oh, almost lost the dice there. 10. All right, DC is going to move behind the 10 for 1 unit. And we got a boxcars. And we got a 4. And we got a 6 point hit. All right, so we got the same shooter coming out. They got a 6 again. Point is 6. All right. Looking for big red. There's an 11. Yo. Hey, Harlan. Good afternoon. 9. Neener. 6. Point hit again. Hot shooter coming out. How about to come out 7? Nope, we got to come out 4. All right, on the 4, still looking for big red. 628. You got 1 unit on behind the 10 on our DC, and there's a 10. All right, so we're going to get knocked off our DC for 1 unit. And now we're going to go out for 2 units on the DP once we clear this hand. 538. 628. 527 out. All right. All right, so now we're going to go for 2 units on the don't pass, following the winner. And we got a 5 fever. All right, looking for big red. 5 point hit. All right, so we're going to lose that 2 units, and now we're going to go out for 3 units on the don't come. Here we go, coming out. Looking for a point. And we got a 4. Here we go. All right, so now we're going to go 3 units on the don't come. And we got a 4. So good number for us. Shooter hit the point. Our DC is going to move behind the 4. Here we go. Looking for a 7 now. There it is. 5-2. Come out 7. All right, so DC is going to move down and get paid. And we're going to ladder back down to 2 units on the DC once we get a new point. And we got a 9. Neener. All right, so we're on the 9. 2 units on the DC. Here we go. Following the winner. 325. So that DC is going to move behind the 5. All right, looking for big red. Boxcars, midnight. Double on the bubble. And we got a 6. Looking for a 7. And we got an 8. And we got a 7 out. There we go. 5-2. Off the 9, DC is going to come down and get paid 2 units. See where we're at. Getting pretty close, I think. We got 100, 200, 225. So we're going to go down to level 1 on the don't come. Here we go. Looking for 250 bucks. 3. Yeah, it would have been nice to be out on the DP on that one. That's all right. 415. Fever. All right, on the 5, 1 unit on the DC. Here we go. And we got a 5. So we're going to knock the point off. Point hit. Move behind the 5, and here we go. Looking for that come out 7 again. You've got to come out 8. 628. Point is 8. Here we go. 6. 6. 5 1. 6. Hard 6. Crabs. 6 again. Crabs back to back. 8. Point hit. All right, same shooter coming out. 9. Neener. All right. Looking for big red. We got a 10. 64. We got 1 unit behind the 5 on our DC. We got an 11. And we got a 7 out. There we go. All right, that's it. 250 bucks, just like that. DC is going to come down and get paid. All righty, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 100, $250. Bazinga. All right, so how long was that? 17 minutes. 17 minutes to $250. I'll take it. And I think I was up 250 yesterday before I chunked it. So, we never even got close to the black chips on this one. We never even really went into either stack on this one. So, all right, so IPTV, you want to burn it again? Or run it again? One more time? All right, I'm up for that. Here we go. 250 back in our pocket. And we'll go again. All right, so we're going to start $25 on the don't. Here we go. Spinner, spinner. 5, fever. All right, point is 5. And we got an 8, 62. And we got a 10, 64. And we got an 8, 62. And we got a 10, 64, 62, 64. All right, and there's a boxcar, 66. And there's a bullets, 2 craps. And there's a 9, 63. There's a 7 out, 52. All right, off the 5, that's going to pay us a quarter. Staying out on the don't pass for 1 unit. Here we go. And we got an 8. Point is 8. All right. Looking for big red. Nope, we got an 8. What can you do? What can you do? 6s and 8s. All right, so now we're going to go to level 2 on the don't come. Here we go. And we got a 4. All right, so 2 units on the don't come. Here we go. And we got an 8. Now again, not a great number for us. 4 would have been much better. Behind the 8, here we go. Got an 8. Yeah, sure enough. Oh well. So we're off the 8 with our DC. Now we're going to go to level 3 on the DP once we clear out this hand. 11. Yo. 11, yo. 10. 9. 7 out. All right, off the 4. So now we're going to go 3 units on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 9, neater. All right, on the 9, looking for big red. We got a 6, 51. And we got a 6, 51. Clicky clack 6 that time. And we got a yo. And we got a 7 out. All right. That's going to pay us 3 units. And we're going to ladder back down to 2 units and stay on the pass line. And it looks like we're short, so I'm not putting anything on the profit side yet. All right, 2 units on the don't pass. Here we go, coming out. And we got a 6, 516. And we got an 8, 62. And we got a 2, aces. And we got a 9, 5, 4. And we got a 7 out, 5, 2. All right, and that's going to pay us 2 units. And we're going to ladder back down to 1 unit. And now we're up 75 bucks on the don't pass. Nice. Harlan says, congrats IPTV, what did you do? Update was down for February 421, but up 3,200 year to date. Nice. Make emerald status at your casino. What do you get for emerald status? First year tracking. Yeah, that's good. I have a spreadsheet. I tracked all my stuff. I think I'm still up lifetime since I started playing craps like $1,000, but I might be mistaken. But what do we get? What do we get for emerald? Do they have an emerald lounge, or is it free parking, or what do you get? Comp rooms, nice. Meal, you get like a meal credit. How far from home is it? Is it like staycation, or is it enough of a drive to where it makes it worth it? Free parking, yeah. Yeah, I just got the MGM Rewards credit card just so I could get Pearl status, so I could get free parking at the MGM. I mean, there's no annual fee, so I don't plan on keeping any tier credits with them, but the free parking when we move to Vegas next year will be worth it in itself. Once a week free buffet, oh, that's nice. Cool. Yeah, 10 to 12 minutes. All right, so the comp room's not that great, but cool. Good for you. Congratulations. All right, where are we at? So we got a winner. We're staying on the don't pass for 1 unit. Here we go. And we got a 617. That's going to be a loser on the don't pass. All right, so we're going to go out on the don't come for 2 units. Here we go. And we got a yo 11. So that's a big old nothing burger for the moment. And we got a 516. All right, so we're on the 6, and now we're going to go 2 units on the DC. Here we go. And we got an 8. Again, 6s and 8s don't thrill me, but let's see. You never know what the dice are going to do. And they're going to do that, back-to-back 8s and knock us off. All right, so now we're going to go level 3, back on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 10. Looking for a 6 or a 7 to get off this hand. And we got a 6. Point hit. Alright, so we got same shooter. And now we're going to go 3 units on the don't pass back into our bankroll. Here we go. And we got a 4, 2, 6. Damn 6s and 8s. Alright, and we got a 7 out. PSO on the 6. Nice. Like that one. Alright, so that's going to pay us 3 units on the don't pass. We're going to go down to 2 units on the don't pass. We're going to refill our rack. And here we go. And we got a 2. That's going to be a winner on the don't pass. Bullets. Going to get paid again, and we're going to ladder back down to 1 unit on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 6, 5, 1, 6. Alright. And we got a 7, PSO on the 6. Glad we're on the right side of this one. Alright, so that's going to pay us 1 unit. So what are we up? We're up 150 bucks now. Nice. Alright, 1 unit on the don't pass coming out. That's a yo. It's going to be a loser on the don't pass. So we're going to go up to level 2 on the don't come. Here we go. Coming out. Still looking for a point now. 6, 4, 10. 10 is the point. Alright, level 2 on the don't come. Here we go. And we got an 8. So that's going to move behind the 8 again. 6s and 8s, not great numbers for us, but you never know what the dice are going to roll. 5, 1, 6. That's what I'm always afraid they're going to roll, but we're really looking for that one right in between number. Bullets, aces. Yo, 11. 4, 4, 8. That's going to knock us off our DC there for 2 units. So now we're going to go 3 units on the don't pass. All right. Got to clear this one though. We need a 7 or a 10. 4, hard 4. Got a 3, AC doocy. 6. Oops, and 7 out. All right. So we're off to 10. And now we're going to go 3 units on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 7, so we're going to lose that 3 units, which was all of our profit again. So now we're going to go 4 units on the don't come. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. On the 10. Alright, 4 units, that's 100 bucks. Here we go. And we got a 4. That's a good number for us. Better than the 6s or 8s anyway. Alright, it's going to move behind the 4. Let's see if we can get a 7. There we go, 7 out. Alright, so we're off to 10, and our DC is going to move down and get paid. It's going to go back in our rack, and we're going to go level down to level 3 on the DC. Alright, here we go. Hey, Arizona crapshooters, what's going on? 5, 3, 8. Alright, so we're looking for 3 units on the DC now. Alright, let's see how it goes. Alright, so we're on the 8 for the shooter. And now we got 3 units on the DC. And here we go. And we got a 3. That's going to be a winner on the DC for 3 units. Nice. Do like that. And we're going to ladder back down to 2 units on the DC. Here we go. Looking for a DC number. 415. Alright, so that DC is going to move behind the 5 for 2 units. Looking for big red. Here's a yo 11. I'm glad that was one roll later. And there's a 5. So we knocked ourselves off the DC for 2 units. So now we're going to go 3 units on the DP once we clear this 8. Bullets. 5. For a 7 or an 8. Got a 9. And we got an 8. 6, 2, 8. Alright, so shooter hit their point. Same shooter's coming out. We're going for 3 units on the don't pass. Here we go. 6, 3, 9. Point is 9. Alright, there we go. Shooter's giving us a stink eye. There's a 9, so we're going to get knocked off our don't pass for 3 units. And we're going to go 4 units on the don't come. Alright, here we go. 3, 1, 4. Alright, on the 4 units on the don't come, $100. Here we go. We got a 2, 4, 6 lumberyard. Alright, so the DC is going to move behind the 6. And we're going to get a 4, so that's going to be a point hit. Same shooters coming out. And we got a 5, fever. No field 5. Alright, looking for a 7. There it is, 61. Alright, so we're going to get a new shooter. Our DC is going to come down and get paid. And that's going to go back in our rack. And now we're going to go out for 3 units on the DC after this new shooter establishes a point. 5, 4, 9, neater. Alright, point is 9. 3 units on the DC. Here we go. 9. Alright, so that's going to be a point hit for them. We're going to move behind the 9 on our DC, and now they're coming out again. Same shooter, and this time they got a 5. So the new point is 5. And we got a 9. Just knocked ourselves off the DC with that shooter. Alright, so 3 units down, and now we're going to go 4 units on the DP once they clear this 5. And they got a 6. And they got a 5. Alright, so same shooter. Coming out, we got 4 units on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 7 out. Or sorry, come out 7, so that's going to be a loser for 4 units. And now we're going to go 5 units on the DC. Here we go. 6, 2, 8. Alright, so we got 5 units on the DC. And we got a 7 on the DC, so that's going to knock us off. And it's going to knock the shooter off. So now we got 6 units on the DP. So that's $150. Alright, here we go. Another 7. Oh, this is not helping us avoid the 7s at all. That's 5 units. 6 units, I mean. And now we got 7 units on the DC. Uh-oh, we're going down. Going down. 3, 1, 4. Let's see if we can recover. Alright, so they're on the 4. And now we got 7 units on the DC. So that's 4. And 3 is 7. Here we go. And we got an 8. Alright, so we're going to move. Oh, we're on the 4. The DC is going to move to the 8. There we go, behind the 8. And we got a 9. Why it keeps moving so easily. Alright, and we got a Yo 11. And we got a 4. So that's going to be a point hit for this shooter. So they are coming out, looking for a new point. They got the 4 again. What is going on with that? I don't understand why it slides so much. Alright, so point is 4. And we got an 8. So we just got knocked off of our DC. Alright, so we're going to lose that. And now we're going to have to go 8 units on the DP once we get clear of the 4. 5, 2, 7 out. Missed it by 1 roll. Alright, so now DP for 8 units, which is $200. 100, 200. There we go. Coming out. AC Doocy. That's going to be a winner on the Don't Pass. 100, 200. All right, back in the rack. And we're going to ladder back down to 7 units on the Don't Pass. Here we go. Still coming out. 516. All right. Oh, dice off the table, no roll. Time for another sip of my cocktail. Alrighty. Alright. Here we go. 426. That would be a point hit. Alright, so we're going to lose 7 units on the Don't Pass. Now we got to go out 8 units on the Don't Come. Here we go. 6-5 yo. 415. Point is 5. Alright. So now we got to go 8 units on the Don't Come. There we go. 200 bucks. 426. DC's going to move behind the 6. All right, looking for big red now. 628. Five, 3, 8. 516. All right, 200 bucks down. So now we're going to go up for level 9 on the Don't Pass once we clear this 5. There's our 7 out. Missed it by 1 roll. All right, 9 units on the Don't Pass. So there's 4, 8, 9. Here we go. And we got a 7. Come out 7. Ay caramba. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing for us here. Alright, so now we got to go 10 on the DC. And we got an 8. Alright, so we're on the 8. Now we're going to go, that's 4, 8, 9, 10. And we got a 5. So DC is going to move behind the 5. Alright. Looking for that 7 now. We got a 9. And we got an 8. That's a point hit. So the shooter is coming out again. Hit their point. And they got to come out 7, which is going to benefit us this time. So 250. So there's 1, 2, 50. So that would come down and get paid. 100, 200, 250. All right, and now that's all going to come back into our rack. All right, and now we're going to go back to level 9 on the Don't Come. Excuse me. Still coming out. 6-5 yo. 437. 549. Point is 9. All right, so now we need 9 units. 4, 8, 9, 225 on the DC. Here we go. Whoa, that was a bad roll, but we got a good result. AC Doocy. All right, so we're going to get paid 100, 200, and 25. All right, and we're going to ladder back down to level 8, so 200 bucks. All right, looking for a DC number still. 8, All right, so that 200 is going to move behind the 8. And we got a boxcars. And we got an 8. So we're going to knock ourselves, or that shooter is going to knock us off our 8. And so now we'll be at level 9 on the don't pass once they clear this 9. 2 craps. Six, 1, 7 out. All right. All right, so now we got to do 9 units. 3, 6, 9 units on the don't pass. Here we go. Boxcars. At least we don't have to worry about that one. 617, but we'll have to worry about that one. Hey, caramba. All right, so that is 9 units down. So now we're going to go 10 units on the DC again. 6-5, yo. Man, I was so happy. I thought 250 would be the magic number. 6-4, 10. All right, so the point is 10. And now we got to go 10 units on the DC. So there's 8 and 2 is 10, 250 bucks. And we got a yo, so that's going to be a big old loser on the DC for 250 bucks. All right. And we got a 6. And we got a 7. What is going on with that? All right, so now we're going to go 11 units on the don't pass. So there's 8, 10, 11. Here we go. And we got a 2 craps. That's going to be a winner for us. That's nice. All right, so we got 8, 10, 11. And we're going to go down to level 10 on the don't pass. 250 again. Here we go. Still coming out. 8 this time. All right, there we go. And we got a 9. Looking for big red. And we got a 5. Fever. No field 5. And we got a 3. And we got a yo 11. And we got a 5, fever. Looking for that 7. 9, neater. 5, 4, 9. Center field 9, old man Earl. 7 out. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. 43. All right, 250. 100, 250. All right, so that goes back in our rack, and we're going to go down to level 9 on the don't pass. So there's 8 and 9. Here we go, coming out. And we got a 6. And we got a 7. There we go. PSO on the 6. We like that. Like that very much. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 100. There's 200. 25. All right, level 8 on the don't pass. Let's see where we're at before we get too carried away here, because I haven't had my lammers in there in a while. All right, so there's 300, 400, 500, and 175 over there. So we're still down 2 and a no, we're still down 3 1/4, 325. All right, so level 8 on the don't pass. Here we go. 6, 4, 10. On the 10. 6, 4, 10. Point hit. Yikes. Ouch. Alright, so now we're at level 9 on the DC. Here we go. 3. That would have been nice. One roll earlier. Oh, what a difference a roll makes. 3, 1, 4. Alright, level 9. So we got 8 and 9. Here we go. Hey, there's our 3. Nice. Alright, so that's going to pay us 225. And we're going to ladder back down to 200. Alright, here we go. And we got a 5. 4, 1, 5. Alright, so level 8 on the don't come. So that's going to move behind the 5. Here we go. And we got a 2 craps. Again, could have used that one roll earlier. And we got a 7 out. That's good. Like it. Alright, so our DC is going to move down and get paid. 100, 200. Alright, so we still got our 5 over there. And what do we got over here? 100, 200, 300, 400. That just goes over here. So we're at level 7 on the DC. Alright, here we go. Down 100 bucks. 628. On the 8, alright, so level 7 is going to be 4 and 3 is 7, 175. Here we go. And we got a 7, that's going to be a loser on the DC for 175. So now we got to go level 8 on the DP. Once we clear this 8, there's a 6. And there's a 4. And there's a 3. And there's a 6. And there's a 2. And there's a 4. And there's a 10. And there's a yo. And there's a 10. Here's an 8. 6, 2, 8. Alright, so we're off the 8. Same shooter, and now we got level 8, so it's going to be 200 on the DP. And we got a 7, because of course we did. Alright, now we got level 9 on the DC again. Alright, here we go. 10. Alright, so they were there, and now we got level 9. So there's 225 on the DC. And we got an 8. Gonna move behind the 8. And we got a 2. Could have used you one roll earlier. And we got a 9. 63. Got a 10. Point hit. Alright. Same shooter coming out. And they got a 3. Still coming out. And they got a 4. Alright, point is 4. And we got a 7. There we go. Alright, PSO on the 4. It's going to come down and get paid. 225. 225. Off of our DC for 9 units. Now we're going back out for 8 units. Here we go. Coming out. 516. New shooter. Point is 6. All right, so now we got to get 8 units on the DC. There's 6. 2 is 8. Here we go. And we got an 8. 8 for 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 behind the 8. $200 behind the 8. Here we go. And we got a boxcars, midnight, double on the bubble. And we got a 9 neater. Looking for big red. Boxcars again, midnight. 7 out. There we go. All right, so we're off to 6, and we got a new shooter, and that's going to come down and get paid. 100, 200. All right, and that's going to all go back into our rack. And then we're going to go to level 7 on the DC. All right, we got a new shooter coming out. All right, so there's 5. What do we got going on over here? All right, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 50. All right, we got 5 is the point. So they're on the 5, and we're on the DC for 7 units. So that's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7 units, or 175. Here we go. Looking for a DC. There we go. Winner on the DC. Whew. My goodness. All right, so that's going to pay us 175. 175. And we're going to go down to 6 units, 150. And we're back in profit. All right, so we got 500, 500. And so we're up 125. All right, and we're going to go 6 units on the DC. Here we go. 6 point. DC is going to be 6, so that's going to move behind the 6. And we got a 10. And we got a 3. And we got a 7 out. All right. So we're off the 5. DC is going to come down and get paid at 150. 150. All right, that's going to go back in the rack. That's going to go back in the rack. So now technically we would be at level 5, but I'm thinking after all that consternation, I think I just want to go back to base. What's the consensus on yours? Oh shit, never mind. I'm already up 250. How the hell did that happen? All right, 500, 500, 500. There's our 1500. Shit, I blew right past it again. 100, 200, 275. Never mind. Never mind, as you were. All right, so we made it. We were down pretty good on that one. I don't know what our final tally was. 11, level 11 or level 12? 11. I don't think we went past 11, but we were definitely at 11. So 275 bet we were down. Time for a quick play all the day. Yes, I do want to see that. Thank you. Check the mechanics. Yeah, so IPTV is going to help me with the play all day, but with the ladder, because I don't remember the play all day. So $1,000 or $1,500? What kind of bankroll do we need, IPTV? 275. That's pretty nice. I do like that. All right, so I don't think I need my counter for this one. All right, 4 units at 25 each. What's my bankroll? $1,500. Okay, good. All right, 4 units on what? Place the 4 units in front of you. All right, just in front of me. All right, 4 units in front of me. Got it. $25 DP. Part of that 4 units or no? All right. So 20. Yeah, because I'm gambling 4 units per shooter. Right. That's the deal. All right. So $25 DP. Can't have a come bet yet. And okay. So 2 comes and a DC. Got it. All right. Here we go. $100 per shooter, that's what we're going to gamble. Let me shut my little timer off here, or my level counter, ladder counter, rung counter, whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. We got a new shooter coming out. 10. 10 is the point. All right, so they're on the 10. And now we're going to go $25 on the come. And the come's going to move to the 9. All right, and we got another $25 come. And that's going to move to the 9. So that's an on and off. So that's going to pay us 25 on the come. And we're just going to put that back out there, right? On and off? Yeah. And then we got a 6. So that come's going to move to the 6. All right, and then we're going to do a DC. Here we go. 639. All right, so we're going to get paid on the 9. And so that's going to come down and get paid 25. And is that it? Do we keep going, or do we just stop at that point? All right, well, I got 25 in my rack. So right now we got 75 in our play rack. Now, when you say keep going, what does that mean? Reinvest them in the come bets? Do I want to continue? Do I always want to have 2 come bets out there? So I have a DC. I have my DP. Yeah, what does keep going mean? I don't understand. Is it just keeping, you want 2 come bets, 1 DC, plus your DP going all the time? Yes, 2 come bets. All right, so come bet again. Here we go. And we got a 2 crap, so that's going to be a loser on the come. All right, so another come bet. Here we go. And we got a 7. All right, so now on the 7, we're going to get paid on the come. We're going to lose the 6, which is going to pay the 9. And we're off on the 10, but we're going to get paid a quarter over there as well. All right. So in total, for that shooter, we made 75 bucks, right? So now I can take the 75 and put it in my rack, and we start over with another $100 for the next shooter. All right, so next shooter, we got a $25 don't pass. Here we go, shooters coming out. 314. All right, on the 4, $25 come. 7, all right, so that's a good one for us. So we're going to get paid on the come for a quarter, and we're going to get paid on the don't pass for a quarter. And that shooter is done. But we didn't invest all of it, right? So, all right, so there's our 400 again. So I'm just going to take the 50 and rack that, right? Yeah, start over with 4 units. Got it. Okay, new shooter coming out. 7, come out 7. All right, so that's going to be a loser. What do I do with that? Am I laddering now? Yeah, we made 50 bucks on that one. Am I laddering on a come out 7? But now I'm down to 3 units. Do I just play the 3 units? No, only per shooter. I don't understand. 538. Point is 8. All right, so we're on the 8, but I've only got 2 units left, so I'm going to do a come. And that's a 5. So the come bet's going to move to a 5, and then my last unit on the come, and that's going to move to the 4. Okay, so I don't have a unit for the DC. Just leave it that way and run it out, right? So when do we ladder then? 426. So I'm hoping for a 4 or 5 here to get some money on that. 6 4 10. 6 3 9. 6 1 7 out. All right, so we're off the 8. One of these is going to pay my don't pass. The other one we're going to lose. So we lost 50 bucks on that shooter. Excuse me. All right, so we got another 4 units out there. One on the don't pass. Here we go. But I still don't understand when we ladder. 6 3 9. Point is 9. All right, so now we got a come bet for 1 unit. And we got a 9. All right, so the come bet's going to move to the 9. We're off the point. We're going to lose our don't pass. And it's the same shooter, so we got 2 units left. All right, coming out. Now they're on the 8. All right, so now we're going to do our come bet on again. Oh, but I didn't do my don't pass. Don't pass. All right, so the come's going to move to the 9. It's going to be an on and off situation, so that's going to come down and get paid. And we got a quarter back here. All right, so we're still looking for. All right, and we got a 6 4 10. So that come's going to move to the 10, and now we have a unit for the DC. And that's going to be a 7 out. So we are going to lose our DC. We're going to lose our 9 and 10, but we're going to get paid on the don't pass. So again, we lost 50 bucks on that shooter. All right, so how do you know when do you ladder? What's the trigger for a ladder? When you lose any money on a particular shooter, like we just lost 50 bucks on that shooter. So if you lose, yeah, okay, I'll ladder to 50 now. All right, but so when you lose on a shooter, that's when you ladder. All right, so now I need 200 bucks in front of me. 100, 200, $50 don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 9. All right, so is that the trigger? If you lose, if you have less than 100 after, if you lose any money on the shooter, right? You ladder. Okay. All right. All right. So point is 9, $50 come, and we got a 3, so that's going to be a loser on the come. Another $50 on the come, and we got a 5. All right, so that moves to the 5, and another $50 on the come. And that's a 4. All right, so now we need a 4 or a 5 to get some more money for a DC. And we got a 9, so that's a point hit. All right, so we're going to lose 50 there. Same shooter, so what do we do? Am I just running it out for the 4 and 5? Same shooter now. Just play it out. Got it. All right. 3 craps. 10. 6 4 10. All right. So shooter is on the 10. Looking for a 4 or a 5. We got an 8. We got a 9. And we got a 6. And we got a 5. All right, so that's going to come down and get paid 50. So we'll leave that out there on the come. And we got a box cars, which is going to be a loser on the come. Back out for another 50 on the come. And we got a 6. All right, looking for a 4 or a 6. We got a 7. All right, so we lost a lot on that shooter. All right, so now we got a ladder again. 75. $75 units. All right. So that's going to be $300. Damn, that adds up fast. All right, 75 bucks on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 3, so that's going to be a winner on the don't pass. All right. And we got an 8. All right, point is 8. And now we're doing a $75 come bet. And we got an 8. All right, so that's going to move to the 8. We're off the 8. We're going to lose 75 there. We have 75, so I'm going to put it back out on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got an 8 again. All right, so point is 8. That's going to go down and get paid. And we're going to leave the come bet out there. All right, here we go. And we got a box cars. That's going to be a loser on the come. Another $75 come. And we got an 8. Oh, shit. Hey, caramba. All right, so that's going to move to the 8. We're off the 8. We're going to lose 75 there, and we're going to go back out on the don't. And we got a 6. Point is 6. All right, so I've expended all my money on this shooter. Box cars. I got an 8 and a don't. And there's a 7 out. All right. So that 8's going to come down and pay the don't. And now we're going to ladder up again. So now we got to do $100 units. So now I need $400. Yeah, I'll just take. All right, $100 don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 5. Point is 5. All right, $100 come. Ooh, clicky clack 4. All right, $100 come. And that's a 4, so it's going to be an on and off. $100 back to us. And we got a 4 again. That's going to be an on and off. Wow. Never been so happy to see 4s. All right. And we got a 6. All right, so that's going to move to the 6. Another $100 come. All right, so now we're done with the come bets. And now we need to do a don't come. Here we go. $100 don't come. 5. All right. So don't come is going to move to the 5. We're going to be off the 5. We're going to lose that 100 there. But we have an extra 100, so I'm going to do a don't pass on the shooter again. So now we got a 4. All right, so that's going to come down and get paid. And I'll leave it out there because we don't have 2 come bets working. And we got a 7 out. All right, so now the 6 is going to pay the come. The 5 is going to go down and get paid 100, and we're going to get paid 100 DP. So, where are we at? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we're back up 75 bucks from where we started. All right, so that's 4 in black. That's 5 in black, 5 and 5. All right, so there's our 1500. We're up 75 bucks. All right, back to base. All the way back to base. All right, $25 units. All right, so 4 units per shooter. Here we go. Sorry, $25 don't pass. Coming out. 3, winner on the don't. All right, so all of our winnings go into our stack for this shooter. 415, fever. All right, point is 5, $25 on the come. 314. All right, so that come's going to move to the 4. Another come bet for $25. 6410. Oh, shit. Come's going to move to the 10. And then we're going to do a $25 DC. All right, here we go. 516. All right, so the DC is going to move behind the 6. We're full up at the end. Roll it out now. 65 yo. Big fat nothing. 639, nothing on a 9. 2 craps, nothing. Like to see a 4 or a 10. There's an 8. And there's a 5. All right, so that's going to be a point hit. We're going to lose that. But we got a quarter, so we're going to go back out on the don't pass. Here we go. Oh, dice off the table, no roll. All right. Oop. 8. All right, so point is 8. We got 2 come bets out there. We got a DC and our don't pass working. 6, 4, 10. All right, there's a winner. So that's going to come down off the 10 and get paid. Now we're looking for another come bet. And we got a 10 again. All right, so that's going to move back to the 10. Here we go. And we got a boxcars. Glad that was one roll later. And we got a 7 out. All right, so we're going to lose 50. Well, we're going to get paid there, and we're going to get paid there, so we didn't lose anything. All right, so on this shooter, we made 25 bucks. All right, so another 4 units out there for the next shooter, and we're up 100 bucks, right? Hey, Red Eye, good afternoon. All right. All right, we got a new shooter, and we got a $25 don't pass. Here we go, coming out. 617. It's going to be a loser on the don't. Put another quarter out there. Here we go. And we got a 10 down on the end. All right, so point is 10. $25 come bet. And we got a 3. That's going to be a loser on the come. So last quarter on the come. And we got a 5. All right, so that's going to move to the 5. And that's it. Roll it out. And we got a 7 out. All right. So we're going to be off the 10. We're going to lose the 5 to get paid on the don't. All right, so for that shooter, we lost 50 bucks. So now we're going to ladder up. So now we need 200 bucks. All right, 200 bucks. There's 100, 200. And it's going to be $50 don't. Here we go. And we got a 10. All right, and we got a $50 come. And that's going to be a 7. That's going to be a winner on the come. All right, so that's going to pay us on that. And we're off the 10, and we're going to get paid on their don't over there. So we made money on that shooter. All right, so we started with 200. We made 100 on that shooter. So we're going to go ahead and ladder back down to base, I assume, right? All right, back to $25 units. Back down, got it. All right, thank you. All right, $25 units, new shooter coming out. Got 100 bucks, 6, 4, 10. All right, $25 come. And we got a 9, neater. All right, it's going to move to the 9, another $25 come. And we got an 8. All right, that's going to move to the 8, and then we're going to do a DC. Here we go. And we got a 3. That's going to be a winner on a DC. Back in our profit rack for this shooter. Still looking for a DC. 7, that's going to be a loser on a DC. All right, there we go. Back out for a quarter on a DC. 415. All right, DC is going to move behind the 5. Let's see what we can do. We got a 7 out. All right, so we're off the 10. We're going to lose these 2, but we're going to get paid on the don't, and we're going to get paid on the DC. So we didn't lose any money on this shooter, so we're going to stay at the same level. $25. Here we go. And we got a 4. Point is 4. All right, $25 come. 516. All right, so that's going to move to the 6. Another come bet. And that's a 9. Come's going to move to the 9. And a DC for a quarter. Here we go. And that's a yo. It's going to be a loser on the DC. All right, just going to roll it out now. Looking for a 6 or a 9. We got a 10. We got an 8. We got a 10. And we got an 8. We need a 6 or a 9. 6 or a 9. And we got a box cards. And we got an 8. Wow. Threading the needle. Threading the needle. And we got an 8. And we got a 7 out. All right. So we're going to lose 50 and get 25 over there. So we lost 50 bucks on that shooter. So now we're going to ladder up to level 2. 200 bucks. $50 don't. Here we go. And we got a 7. It's going to be a loser on the don't. Another $50 on the don't. Ooh, clicky clack 7 again. Loser on the don't. 50 on the don't. 3. That's going to be a winner on the don't. $9. All right, got a point. Point is 9. All right, so now we got $25, or sorry, 50 on the come. And that's going to be a 7. That's going to be a winner on the come. All right, so we're going to get paid 50 there. We're off the 9, and we're going to get paid 50 on the don't pass. So we have 100, 200. So we made 50 bucks. Do we ladder back down after 50 bucks? I would say yes, right? Any win, we ladder back down? Yep. All right, very good. Thank you. All right, back out for $25 don't pass. $100 set up for this shooter. 426. All right, $25 on the come. 639. Come's going to move to the 9. Next come. $25 come. Here we go. And we got a yo 11. That's going to be a winner on the come. Back in our pile for this shooter. Oh, no roll dice off the table. All right. Yeah, once you get in the groove on this one, it's not too bad. But yeah, I tried to play all day and I couldn't play very long at all. So I think this is a better modification for it. All right, 6, 4, 10. Come's going to move to the 10. All right, so now we got a quarter on the DC. Here we go. And that's going to be an 8. All right, everything's covered. Let's see how it goes. Looking for a 9 or a 10. We got a 6. That'd be a point hit. All right, so we're going to be off the don't pass because we hit our point. We still have the quarter left, so we're going to play that on the don't pass. Here we go, coming out. And that's a 7. Come out 7. All right, so we're going to lose a don't pass. We're going to lose the 9 and 10, and that's going to come over and get paid. So we lost money on that one, on that shooter. So now we're going to go up to level 2. So where are we at? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're up 100 bucks. And now we're going to go to level 2. And now it's the same shooter though. Okay, so this is the same shooter. So yes, ladder, okay. So it's not a new shooter because it was a come out 7. All right, 200 bucks, so 50 on the don't. Here we go. 9. Point is 9. $50 on the come. 9. Point hit. All right, so the come's going to move to the 9. We're off the 9. We're going to lose 50 there. We'll put out another 50 on the don't pass. Here we go. And we got a 7, so that's going to be a loser on both the 9 and the don't pass. So now we got 50 left, so I guess that's going to go in the don't pass. All right, so now we got an 11, and that's going to be a loser on the don't pass. So we're done on this shooter. Do we go back out for level 2 now? So that's going to be $300, right? 75 each. Do we keep playing on this same shooter, or do we wait? Oh, all right. Yeah, well, that's why I asked. I said it was the same shooter. All right, so I'm going to put that 300 back. And I'm going to get my 200 back that I just lost on it, on that same shooter. 100, 200. All right. All right, so it's the same shooter, so I'm not going to bet on them. I'm going to wait for the next shooter. I did ask. All right, here we go. And we got a 6. So now we just want to wait for the next shooter. And we got a 4. So we're back to break even. 8. 9. 7 out. All right, so now we got a new shooter. Now we're going to go to level 2. So that's $200. All right, $50 don't. Here we go. I don't know why it matters. It just rolls. 516, but I want to follow the procedure. All right, so the point is 6, and now we're going to go $50 come. And we got an 8. $50 come. And that's a 3, so that's going to be a loser on the come. And our last come bet. And that's an 8. All right, so that's going to be an off and on for 50 bucks. Here we go. And we got an 8 again. Off and on, 50 bucks. And we got a 9. All right, so now that's going to move to the 9. And that's going to be our DC. And we got an 8. All right, so we're going to get paid. 8's going to come down and get paid. And we need another come bet, so we'll just leave it out there. And we got a 7, so that's going to be big changes, huge changes. All right, so that's going to pay us on the come. We're off the 6. We're going to lose the 9, which will pay the don't pass, and the 8's going to come down and get paid. So we definitely made money on that shooter. All right, so there was our 200, and we made another 200 on that shooter. That was a nice one. All right, back to base. And we're up 200 bucks. All right, $25 on the don't pass new shooter coming out. 10. All right, $25 on the come. 11, that's going to be a winner on the come. And 4. All right, so the come's going to move to the 4. Another $25 come. And we got a 4, so that's going to be an off and on for a quarter. And we got a boxcar, that's going to be a loser on the come. And we got a 4. That's going to be an off and on for the come. And we got a 9 here. Alright, so that's going to move to the 9. And we're going to do a quarter on the don't come. Here we go. And we got a 10. Alright, so the DC is going to move behind the 10. We're off the 10. We're going to lose our don't pass. And we're going to go back out for another quarter on the don't pass. Here we go. Same shooter coming out. Alright, so now we got to come out 7. That's pretty much it. Alright, so we're going to lose these two. 10's going to come down and get paid. And we're going to lose the don't pass. Alright, so we ended up losing money on that shooter, although it started out pretty well. And that was a come out 7, so now we just got to run it out because we're not going to bet on the same shooter. And now they got a 4. And we got a 5. And we got a 4. Point hit. So it's still the same shooter, so we're not going to play. And we got an 8. What are we up? We're up 175. And we got a yo. Looking for a 7. And we got a 10. We don't like this shooter. He took some of our money. 5. 3, 2, 5. 6, 3, 9. Looking for big red. 8. Point hit. Hot shooter. Hot shooter. Alright, same shooter coming out. 9 meter. Ooh. And we got a 10. Looking for big red. 9. Damn it. Point hit. Hot shooter. Hot shooter. 5. Fever. Alright, where the hell's that 7? There it is. Jeez Louise. New shooter. Alright, so now we're going to go out for double. Level 2. Alright, so now it's a $50 don't. Here we go. And we got a 6. Alright, $50 come. And we got a 5. $50 come. And we got a 6. Where to go? 628. Alright. Alright, so that's going to move to the 8. And then we got a $50 DC. And we got a 5 on that one. Alright, so that's going to move down and get paid. That's going to move behind the 5, and we'll leave that out there on the come because we need 2 come bets. 617. Alright, I think that's going to be it. Alright, so we're going to get paid 50 on the come. We're going to lose the 8. The 5 is going to come down and get paid. And then we're off and we're going to get paid on the don't pass. Alright, that should be our $250. Alright, make sure I got my 5 over here. Alright, so I got 5 and 6 over there. How'd that happen? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Yeah, overshot it again. Dang it. 100, 200, 300, 400, $425 profit. Oops, sorry. Yep, that's a session. Alright, thanks guys. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. That is enough for today. Thank you very much IPTV for walking me through that. I like it. I like the ladder on the play all day. And I like the Baccarat don't come, don't pass for $250. Both of those were winners today. Thank you, gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't think there's any ladies here, but you're welcome, Anthony. Thank you very much for stopping by. And enjoy the rest of your day. And we'll see you back here tomorrow for some more shenanigans. This is Scott from Paradise Craps. Out.